What's up, YouTube? It's Battlescar. It was literally in my last video that I mentioned I've got a big love for Bloodborne, and man, is it a good day to be a Bloodborne fan. I tell you what, Sony has announced that an R-rated animated Bloodborne movie is in the works. Now, I remember this being a rumor that was kind of creeping across the internet some time ago, but now Sony has made it official. At first, you had the Disney Renaissance, then Pixar came around and they kind of showed everybody who's boss. And to be fair, they're still doing pretty great work, but Sony has really been laying down the law recently. And they showed up at CinemaCon and they just put their big meat on the table and just said, eat up. The Bloodborne movie was also announced alongside the Legend of Zelda movie, which is coming in 2027, I think. A new Spider-Man Spider-Verse installment, which I'm also quite happy about. I really enjoyed the others. And weirdly, Helldivers. The Helldivers movie is a live action, and it's featuring, get this, Jason Momoa. Now, I don't know, man. I feel like Jason Momoa is becoming more and more like the new Dwayne Johnson, where he's just busting into every movie like the fucking Kool-Aid man. He's not at The Rock's level. The Rock's more like a walking product placement at this point. He's basically more android than human. I just feel like if iRobot ever got a reboot, Will Smith would not be fighting Chris Rock or robots, but he would be fighting clones of The Rock. Anyway, I'm getting off track. I'm super happy to hear that the movie is going to be R-rated and animated. I feel like the West really does not explore serious R-rated animations enough. And Sony has a great track record for cool animation styles that could be a really big win for the Hunter's Nightmare. And just when you thought it was safe, and just when you thought you could catch your breath, no, there's another big plot twist, and it's Jacksepticeye. Yes, that Jacksepticeye. He has been confirmed as a producer on the film. Jacksepticeye has been an absolute Bloodborne turbo fan for the longest time. He is to Bloodborne as Tier 3 loser subs are to Pokemon. I recall him having a hunter's mark tattooed on his arm, and he has reportedly like 600 hours in the game. So I'm sure that the project will benefit from having him there. Jacksepticeye and the president of Sony have said that they are going to try and deliver as true a vision of Yharnam as possible, so that's a pretty big win right there. Just remember, he's not the director in a directing role, he's also not the sole producer. There are other product houses involved as well, namely Lyrical, which is the same animation studio that is doing the Death Stranding animated film. Now, what's important for me here is not who's involved, but who isn't. There has been no confirmation of the involvement of Hidetaka Miyazaki, and that's pretty major because there have been more and more game animation films that didn't have any of the creators' involvement in it, and it basically just crashes harder than your grandpa going out for an afternoon drive. I am pretty optimistic about it though, because on one of Lyrical's other animated films, the Death Stranding one that I mentioned, Hideo Kojima is involved there in a creative role. So I'm hoping to kind of see that happen here, but only time will tell. And before you ask, no, nothing else in the way of details was released. There was no trailer, no release date, nada zilch. So we'll just kind of have to wait and see. I am a very big Bloodborne and Sekiro fan though. So to whoever is out there, whoever is listening, please don't let this suck ass. Anyway, I just kind of wanted to talk about it. Have a good one. Cheers.